What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here on our fantasy football profile. Today I'm talking Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I have a ton of these fantasy profiles on the channel. Dropped a mock draft this morning. Ton more of these fantasy profiles coming your way. RB rankings, value sleepers, league winners, all that stuff is dropping very soon, so stay tuned. And hit that like button and comment down below. Really helps out the algorithm. I respond to all comments as well. Let's talk A.J. Brown. So in 2021, A.J. Brown finished as a wide receiver 32, averaging 11.5 points per game and half-point PPR. In 13 games, he had 105 targets for 63 receptions, 869 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns. He's missed games each of the last 2 seasons. He is an extremely talented wide receiver, though. I'd say top 10, maybe even top 5 in all of football. Last year, he averaged the 4th highest yards per route run at 2.72 and had a 28% target share on routes that he ran. He's one of the best wide receivers in all of football. The thing that I'm worried with me about him for 2022 is now he has a downgrade at QB with Jalen Hurts. Obviously, he's a connection with Jalen Hurts. They're best friends or something. But is that going to lead to efficiency in fantasy football? I don't necessarily think so. It might lead to some trusted targets, but unless he gets an absolute ton of targets, which I don't see really happening in this run-heavy offense, they're actually the most run-heavy offense in all football last year. That doesn't concern me terribly, considering he just came from Tennessee. But he had Ryan Tannehill, who's a very accurate quarterback, so the targets he was getting were higher quality, and I think that will, overall negatively affect him for fantasy football. Obviously, he got a massive contract, $100 million, so I do think they'll throw him the ball, come up with ways to get him the ball in space, things like that. I think he's going to be around 120 targets, though. 70-something receptions. I think, which for him, he can take that for 1,100 yards. But unless he has a ton of touchdowns, which he absolutely can do, I worry about A.J. Brown a little bit this year with Jalen Hurts. I think just limit your expectations for him a little bit. I think Ryan Tannehill is an extremely underrated quarterback, especially when it comes to accuracy and supplying for other people. And obviously, they have Devonta Smith there as well, more target competition than A.J. Brown had previously. Just something to consider. In 2022, I have his stat prediction for 65-plus receptions, 950-plus yards, and 8-plus touchdowns. I do think he'll be fantasy relevant, but I do think Jalen Hurts will hold him back from his true potential in 2022. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond. As always, this has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys for watching.